we have a young defensive coordinator, and so this is a turning point for his career. It could be something to catapult him, into becoming a great coach and recognized as a great coach. And so hopefully Jerry and the staff did a good job of finding him kind of under that rock, if you would. And what I've heard about him, well, see, now I got ice being poured. That means, this is just a bunch of hogwash, right? But seriously, I think, he's going to bring a lot to the team. I personally don't know him, but I know he's a young guy. And keeping up with the changes that come about in the NFL, the different attack schemes and things like that, bringing pressure, blitzing, exotic blitzing that sometimes coaches sit in their ways may not do. Philadelphia has been very successful in doing that, so hopefully he'll bring some of that.
Yeah, man. So, guys, this is Greg Ellis. This is former Dallas Cowboy outside linebacker / defensive end Greg Ellis, right? So, Greg Ellis was primarily known for being the guy that we selected in the 1998 draft, in the first round. And basically, he's kind of pretty much talking about Christian Parker, the new Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator, what his role is going to pretty much be like, what his expectations and things like that, how is he going to pretty much, what is he going to pretty much bring to the table, how he's going to utilize players, etc., etc. And I think Greg Ellis is a really good person to really talk about this and speak on this, because not only is he a former coach over the recent years underneath Mike Zimmer as the assistant defensive line coach, he also played for Mike Zimmer when Mike Zimmer was a young up-and-coming defensive coordinator back in the early 2000s, right? When the Dallas Cowboys had some really good defenses under Bill Parcells, right? So he kind of went through that rebuild phase, kind of similar what the Dallas Cowboys are kind of going through lightly on defense. So the Dallas Cowboys underneath Mike Zimmer were playing a 4-3 defense, and then they transitioned over to, when they had Wade Phillips as their head coach, to a 3-4 defense. And I think that really speaks volumes, and he's going to kind of highlight some key players that are probably going to have a major role and a major factor in this.
Guys in the right place. I know we talked about Sam Williams as one of them.
Right.
Sam should have a good year this year. And so, I think they made some good moves. The only thing that could be in the way is the continuity of guys being used to playing with each other.
Right.
On the defensive line. It's like, I think Sam is probably the only defensive lineman that was there when I was there that's still there right now. So you're talking about mass change. And sometimes that can be a good thing, but sometimes that can be a bad thing, because it takes time for that chemistry to develop, to really know how your guys beside you is going to rush the quarterback and establishing that trust with each other. So
that really speaks volumes. And this one, like, veteran, having quality veteran players on your roster really come into play. Like, you can eliminate the amount of continuity that you pretty much need on a team if you have quality veterans that played in multiple systems, that already pretty much understand the X's and O's of things and things like that, and are able to communicate better, pre-snap when it comes to which gaps to attack and everything like that. So I think he really brought up Sam Williams, because the fact that not only Sam Williams is probably the most athletic on this defensive line, he also coached Sam Williams in 2024. It was just unfortunate Sam Williams didn't really get a chance to play that year and really show his potential in 2024, because he got hit with the torn ACL in training camp. So I think that Sam Williams is going to be the X factor of the defensive line if he makes the cut, man, because we kind of deep in that room right now, because we obviously at this point aren't going to trade for another player. So I think it's very important for somebody like a Sam Williams to kind of pretty much blossom, because these are the expectations that we had of Sam Williams coming out of Ole Miss, though. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Like, comment, share. What are your thoughts on Greg Ellis, on Christian Parker, and also the possibility emergence of Sam Williams in this Christian Parker defense. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. All right, peace.